my brother?
Not much. Same old, same old. You know what it is.
Yeah, I see you out there in the world, man, doing a lot of things for the people, especially the children. And I know the children of our future. Give me 1 second. I gotta turn this TV off. I just messed my light off. Uh, just messed my light off. But anyway, you can see me right now, though. But yeah, I see you out there in the streets, saying in the parks, donating food to the kids, feeding the kids, being more active, saying towards the youth. We did our thing out there, as far as our little 20 weeks, 20 block thing that, a lot of people now is, emulating what we did back in 2015. Now they
Right.
doing it now, like in, New Era, Detroit, Chicago, we laid that little foundation. A lot of people, when I said that before, a lot of people like, oh man, no, no, they've been doing it. No, not like how we were doing it.
Um, I know brother Keith. Um, out in the D. I think I followed him for a minute. A little bit after we did 20 weeks, 20 hoods. So I'm not sure what they was doing. Before I found out about them. You know what I mean? But of course, we did what we did. You know what I'm saying? And actually, that wasn't the first year we did that. You know what I'm saying? That was the first year we just put a name to it and really, you know what I'm saying, put it out there as something. Other than that, years before that, we was stomping through the hood, kind of doing that same thing. You know what I mean? So, I mean, it is what it is.
Right. And so how is this little program going for you out there at Sherman?
Um, it's the, it. Of course, we out there putting in the work. You know what I'm saying? Everything is smooth right now. The park is safe as it's ever fucking been. You know what I'm saying? Really, we don't get no police or no sheriffs up there at all now. Now it's just only us. And there was a time up there where you had to have, you know what I'm saying, 4 police cars and 2 sheriffs at all times. You know what I'm saying? So we completely removed law enforcement from around that motherfucker, really, and essentially, and just made the park safe and just kept the programming coming. But what's happening now because of the riots and shit is everybody moving in trying to get this money, all these millions and shit that done came into the area. Everybody coming through there doing prayer walks and cleanups and shit, trying to apply to get this money and shit like they out there doing some fucking work. You know what I mean? So we
Right.
just going through that whole process of just saying, you know what? I've been turning down grant money. I've been turning down all this shit. I've been kind of getting ostracized from all that shit. Now I'm finna go get, since everybody else getting some, it shouldn't be nobody getting none if we ain't getting none. You know what I'm saying? Because we out there doing the work. You know what I mean? So we just going through that whole process right now.
Right. And it's documented that y'all be out there every day, saying donating y'all time and y'all efforts and collecting donations and making sure the kids eat and stuff. Cause I've been out there a couple times with you and seen the kind of work that doing for the city of Milwaukee. You don't get a lot of kudos, praises, and you do need a pat on your back, and a motherfucker need to give you some kudos and praise about the work that you're doing because you saving a lot of children out there from being killed, joining gangs, or just being molested, or being in the wrong place at the wrong time. If you got a visual eyes on these children and you teaching them, what's right from what's wrong from right, that right there, you do deserve, some of that grant money to do what you need to do. I seen that y'all got a new project that y'all got going on with the building that y'all was talking about. I seen on the live feed that you had dropped off. Could you
Yeah.
elaborate a little more on that?
Yeah. What's dope about what we doing is the unity piece. Everybody talk about unity and shit. So what we did was, you know what I'm saying, we got white people who pretty much just donating, you know what I'm saying? Um, and then we got, you know what I'm saying, the church, a church in particular has stepped in. They donate money, they donate, you know what I'm saying? They was donating the audio equipment and stuff like that for us to do the pop-up concerts. Um, right now, the church actually went to go speak to the pastor or whatever. Because he actually came up to the park one day and was like, you know what, I'm gonna use my nonprofit to help get y'all this house that y'all need, this property. So we like, cool, you know what I'm saying? That's love. So we went to go talk to him, and we saw his building and noticed like, dude got a huge ass building that he don't even use. You know what I'm saying? So he letting us get that pretty much for free. You know what I mean? And not only that, you know what I'm saying? We got a right now we got a what is it called? Hebrew Israelite brother that's teaching the self defense and martial arts classes. So in one WAP, in one program, we got a little bit of everybody that usually, you know what I'm saying, we would divide ourselves from or have differences with, who just joining in like fuck it, no matter what, you know what I'm saying, we argue or differ with, we gonna do this work, you know what I'm saying, and we gonna agree on that and let that be that, you know what I mean? Because it's black power all day, you know what I'm saying? So if motherfucker got an issue with that, then they can't, you know what I'm saying? Usually they find a reason to not participate or not join in and hate from afar. But you know, people right now seeing what we doing, and it's everything is falling into place, and that's what's dope. You know what I mean?
Right. So you can safely say that, saying you really on some Marcus Garvey type mission right now, because when Marcus Garvey had his movement, saying he dealt with all different types of religions and different type of backgrounds that was involved in his organization. And that's like, saying you falling in the blueprint, saying when I heard you say that you dealing with some Hebrew Israelites, and you know how I feel about them.
Shit, I know how I feel about them. They're usually them the
Right,
most. They worse than Christians. Damn it, you know what I'm saying? So that
right,
was, you know what I mean. The brother ain't, the brother was like, I came up to the park and was like, listen, I want to offer y'all this for free. You know what I'm saying? 3 days a week. We gonna start off with one to see if we can get enough people involved, and then we gonna see if we can stretch it to three. You know what I'm saying? Depending on how popular it is. You know what I mean? So we've been doing, I think, about 3 weeks, if not four. Um, and with the weather being how it is, you know what I'm saying, that's why we trying to really transfer into this building. You know what I mean? But it's been a decent amount of people that's interested in that want to get with it. We just gotta set everything up, you know what I mean, to where it could be fluid. You know what I mean?
right, right. And it's good to teach your people how to defend themselves, saying against the oppressor, even against, saying your own, because, our own people sometimes will be our worst enemy, saying, especially when
Right.
you doing things and you trying to motivate the youth and stuff like that, and you got people that wants to tag along and lock their hooks in, and you know how that shit go. It's like it's like a trend, what I'm saying, like how Facebook, like at like 2014, it was plenty of red, black, and green. Everybody was talking about RBG. Now you got all these different factions like New Era. You got all these other different factions and stuff like that. Everybody trying to become their own people. Well, you still got a lot of followers, what I'm saying, that yes man's in the movement. And one thing I can say about you, brother, that I, saying that by me dealing with you, you ain't never been like a yes man type of person, what I'm saying? You have your own mind, what I'm saying, and you go by the beat of your own drum, something like me,
Yeah.
because I know how people can lead us into the wrong direction, especially when we trying to find a direction that we want, what we good at. And there's a good
Right.
pitch for you, that park program, man. The kids, when like I said, when I seen go up there a couple times up there with you, I seen how the kids gravitate with you, even the adults, even they families come out like, let me holler at Vaun, these kids don't need this, but thanks anyway, and blah to this and
Right.
that. And that's good right there, bro. You know what I'm saying? So, if a person sit back or a group of people sit back and try to tarnish your name because you out there active, what I'm saying, then
Right.
it's shame on them.
Yeah, man. You already know we've been dealing with that. Like that shit don't deter me. I've been dealing with that from crackers, police, feds, like all that shit for years. So that shit is minuscule to me. You know what I mean? Um, as far as everybody with these factions, I'm gonna say it like this: like I was once, you know what I'm saying. I've been with a lot of groups, you know what I'm saying, and I always end up by myself because at the end of the day, we got to learn from our past, man. Whether it be Noble Drew Ali, Garvey, like everybody has stuff about them personally that, you know what I'm saying, you can't idolize completely individuals, you know what I'm saying, and follow them like they God. You know what I mean?
Right.
Um, we all know that Garvey was a Christian. You know what I mean? Or was he a Catholic or a Christian or one of them? But we both know that shit ain't what's up for our people. But that don't deter us from following that his message was the shit. You know what I'm saying? That the idea he had was the shit. So at the end of the day, all these different factions, like with the Panthers, I always said, like, if you look at all the white groups, the Nazis, the Germans, the KKK, skinhead, all these Aryan Nation, all these different motherfuckers, all these different militia groups that's white. They all different. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, when they come to fucking us up, or if they want to fight the government, all of them gonna come together in one thing. You know what I'm saying? And that's some real shit. Like, why we got 19 different Panther groups? Why we got, you know what I'm saying, 19 different RBG groups? Why can't everybody come together and be a united force? You know what I'm saying? Like, to me, that don't make no sense. To break us up into smaller divisions. You know what I mean? Just to keep, I don't know what it is, the fame on ourselves or whatever the case may be. I think that's doing us a disservice as a people, especially at these times when we talking civil war and all this other shit. We need to find some kind of way to be able to unify. You know what I mean?
I agree, bro. You know what I'm saying? My thing, as far as, me being a resident living in Milwaukee, you know what I'm saying? I always ask myself, like, why we can't come together as a group, or why we can't come together as a people, you know what I'm saying, and do the good fight. You know what I'm saying? Fight the good fight and stay disciplined, stay dedicated to what we need to do. You know what I'm saying? We got a lot of these Jews and these Chinamen all in our communities, serving that legal lean and that K2 got our people out here messed up, killing each other for little pennies and stuff, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Right. So what do you think about that?
Oh, you already saw we went head first on the illegal lane shit. You know what I mean? And what a lot of people don't know, um, and even K2, you know what I'm saying? They banned K2. First of all, the problem is that they selling that shit only in our communities. You know what I'm saying? You ain't hear no white people with K2 in their gas stations and they corner stores. You know what I'm saying? You don't hear about legal lean in no fucking suburbs. You know what I'm saying? They come down here, they market that shit to us, which really is marketed to our youth, our kids. Cause ain't no grown person going in no store looking for no legal lean, fam. That's all, you know what I'm saying, young people that's doing that shit. So even though legal lean itself ain't like literally lean, it's a supplement, it's a vitamin supplement or some shit. Them even marketing it as legal lean is some bullshit. You know what I'm saying? That's encouraging people to go after lean. You know what I'm saying? Whether it's legal or illegal. So if they get a hold to some legal lean and that shit don't do what they wanted to do, they gonna go after some regular lean. You know what I'm saying? It's encouraging bullshit. We can't go sit up in they shit like we told them and set up no stand to my legal heroin. They'll run us up out that motherfucker and we'll be under the jail. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to Queen Vita, man. She brought that shit to my attention in a particular store. I had saw it in another store, but we ran up on dude, man, and they ain't selling that shit no more. You know what I'm saying? To our knowledge, now we got motherfuckers going in there checking, making sure they don't sell that shit. You know what I mean? So that's what we got to do. It's plenty of stores around this city, around this country that's selling this kind of bullshit. We gotta do the same thing. We gotta go in there, get in their motherfucking ass, and tell them you got to take that shit down, or you got to change the fucking name. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, they chose to stop selling the shit. So that's what it is, man. We gotta get that shit up out of our communities.
Big ups, man. That's big ups to y'all. Yeah, y'all going out there, being active, making sure keep safe and getting that bullshit up out of our community because we already know that, what I'm saying, there's enough drugs and stuff in our community that having our people fucked up.
Right.
So tell me, Sean, what do you think is gonna take us in Milwaukee to get together?
Hey, you know what's crazy? Like, I get so many calls and messages about how I need to leave this motherfucker, and you know what I'm saying? Like everywhere I go, Baltimore, Flint, like every place I've been, like people would love me to be out there doing this shit. Like it would be way more support. Like most of my money donations that I get is from out of this state. And that tell you how fucked up it is here. When I can't get that kind of backing, you know what I'm saying, from my own people where I'm at, But I got people outside this state. Like I had people from the UK trying to send me money. I got people that's in Africa, that's in Brazil, like all kind of weird ass places that's trying to, you know what I'm saying, connect and send money and do all kind of shit, whatever they got to do. But I don't get that here at home. Like it's so many chiefs here. Everybody want to be the leader. Everybody want to be a celebrity. They want to be in it, but they want to be in it for the wrong reasons. Um, and most of the time it's to get some money. So you'll get around a motherfucker who really trying to do the work, but they'll if they can't control you, you know what I'm saying, or use you to get to where they want to be, they you know what I'm saying they don't want you around them. So right now, man, where we at, I think like I said, integration fucked us up, and especially here in Wisconsin, we the only urban city in this whole fucking state, and most of these niggas running around trying to be something other than niggas. You know what I'm saying? Other than black people. You know what I'm saying? So it's just a big ass fucking pot of cooning, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Essentially, you know what I'm saying? So I don't know, man. I don't know what it's gonna take. Cause I mean, we done had the National Guard, we done had Walker arming them motherfuckers, we done had riots, we done had all this shit, and niggas still won't do right. You know what I'm saying? Won't come together on some real shit. So I don't know what it's gonna take. It might literally take a bomb dropping out the motherfucking sky or some shit. It might literally take for niggas' whole family to get wiped out. Like I don't know how many times we got to see a nigga shot up on the street by some motherfucking white people or some police before we figure out, man, we need to do what we need to do. So you got me there.
Yeah, my thing is, I'm thinking like we need to get together with some of these brothers, like our brother, like Gat Turner, and a few other people, what I'm saying, that's really serious about the work, and see what we can build, as far as a coalition or something,
Yeah, I'm all for
I'm
that.
I'm definitely for that too, man. This is the only reason why I haven't been active, because I don't see no sincerity. Like when I was dealing with the Panthers here in Milwaukee, you know, they had an incident with some Chinese folks on North Avenue disrespecting the Queen and throwing isotol in her face. So you know what I'm saying? My thing was like, man, you don't go over there and try to shut these folks down. We need to go and apply the pressure on these folks. And if we got to go on the ships, I'm with that. But you know what I'm saying? It's like these cats is more into the fame. It's more the Facebook. It's a gift and a curse,
Right.
because it's like I see a lot of people on Facebook, man, going live every goddamn 5 minutes. You got some folks on there just smoking weed on Facebook, just going live just to show people they smoking a blunt. That's some bullshit.
Right.
We gonna come together. We gonna use the Facebook as what I'm saying, as a gift. We supposed to be connected.
Right.
And I see that what I'm saying, that you said you had a lot of brothers and stuff and sisters connecting with you out of state, out of the country, and everything, because they see the work that you're doing. You know what I'm saying? Now, just imagine if like 100 or 200 of us is out here in Milwaukee moving like that. What would it be?
Man, it'll be contagious. You know what I'm saying? Because our people, we visual people. We gotta, especially here, like niggas gotta see some real shit happen before they even get involved. You can't tell them some real shit finna happen or we doing some real shit. They gotta see the shit. You know what I mean? So at the end of the day, like I don't know if you saw, but shit, I went through my inbox, my spam inbox. You know what I'm saying? And I still got thousands of messages in that motherfucker since the riots that I ain't even got a chance to go through. But I go through the first like 100 of them, and I had some from Tamir Rice mama. You know what I'm saying? So that go to show you how huge social media is. Like she talking about we need to connect. I see what you doing, woo woo, like big up at me and shit. So that's the kind of shit that I'm fucking with. You know what I'm saying? Where you get people like that's major. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
I mean, we just gotta, man. We gotta. Like I said, like I always get called out for holding people accountable for exposing motherfuckers who out here talking that shit and ain't about it. You know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers will call you a hater and all this shit, but that's part of the problem where you got these false prophets, these false leader ass niggas who leading everybody the wrong way and shit. You know what I'm saying? And that's kind of why we can't unify, because you got niggas who will literally hate on you or lead a motherfucker down, you know what I'm saying? Lead you to arrest or death to get $1. You know what I'm saying? And niggas okay with that. You ain't supposed to say nothing about that shit. So I don't know, man. We gonna have to see
My
how
thing,
we deal with this shit.
my thing is, saying like, when a motherfucker call you a hater, anytime you speak truth, you gonna always be a hater.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That the truth, motherfucker don't like the truth. They rather be lied to.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's like a motherfucker come out the house fucked up, got shit all in his eyes and everything, and you tell them like, man, you got something in your eyes. He gonna get mad at you because you have told him the truth that you got something in your eye. But if you tell him that he look cool, you fresh, my nigga, woo woo woo. Despite all that shit in your eyes, but you cool, you clean.
Right.
He'll respect you more for lying to him right there than telling him the truth, Bob. Hey man, you got some shit in the corner of your eyes. You need to get that out, bro.
Right.
So you can
And then
always be a hater.
right, then to be mad at you later on when a chick or something telling me dirty as a motherfucker, you be like, man, why you ain't tell me? You know what I'm saying? It's damn if you do, damn if you don't. You know what I'm saying? So
Right. So what y'all got planned for today at the program?
today we supposed to do chili. You know what I'm saying? Today is Chili Tuesdays. Tomorrow is our MMA and martial arts day. You know what I mean? So I don't know if we gonna be able to. I don't know how today gonna go necessarily, because on my way in the house and shit, Gab got bit by our pits downstairs. The motherfucker with the pits downstairs, one they ran out and bit her ass. So she talking about she might have to go to the hospital and shit down the street. So I don't know. We gonna see if we gonna cancel or not, if she, you know what I'm saying, or if she cool. And then we got something to do at 7. But Tuesdays is usually our chili days, and tomorrow is usually our self defense day. So
Right. So
that's what it is.
you have a thing going on every day for the kids.
Pretty much. Because otherwise, you know what I'm saying, idle time. That's why shit was going how it was there. That's why shit go on everywhere. You know what I'm saying? Because it's a bunch of people, nobody to lead them. All they got is idle time to sit around, which is idle time that they'll end up getting into an argument or a fight about something stupid because they ain't got nothing else to do with their time. And it be what it is. You know what I'm saying? So we just try to implement some positive structure, and something to entertain them, and something to keep them preoccupied with their idle time, so they don't have time to get into foolishness or nothing, you know what I'm saying, something they ain't supposed to be getting into.
Right. So what is your plans for the future with this program?
Man, listen, with this building, we trying to decorate it and deck it out, you know what I'm saying? It's all African centered, you know what I'm saying? um we gonna have hopefully my brother Ken them teaching the African drumming, my queen Adisa and them teaching the African dance. We gonna be doing like a mass homeschooling type of deal and tutoring. I mean, because we got two rooms that do gave us. It's a hall and then it's like a classroom. So we gonna be doing school in that motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? All African centered history, all kind of shit, you know what I'm saying, that we trying to bring to the table. We gonna be teaching them entrepreneurship. We got a lady who got the clothing thing that she already teaching them how to print and press their own shirts. You know what I'm saying? It's a kitchen in that motherfucker that we could be using to teach veganism, chefing, all kind of shit. Like we got major plans for what we trying to do. You know what I mean? And of course the powers that be already trying to stop that before we get it started. But you know what I'm saying? We keeping this shit moving. The ancestors got it. So it don't matter who join in, who don't contribute, who don't share, who don't, you know what I mean? Like the ancestors got us and they want this shit to happen and it's gonna happen. You know what I'm saying? So little by little, man, shit coming together. We just trying to make it work.
Well, I know it's gonna come together because I know you're a dedicated brother and you're gonna make sure they're gonna happen. You know what I'm saying? You ain't gonna accept no for answers.
Right.
And that's what we need, more brothers like that ain't gonna accept no. Gonna keep pushing because we need a plan out here.
Right.
We got all these debates and lectures and stuff like that, but that's not helping our people.
Right.
The how to help our people is the footwork, the work in the streets. They're just like, you try to go out there and holler at a dope boy, and you trying to teach him some black power, but you ain't got nothing to show him how to make something happen.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because he used to making money, and you ain't got no money so he can make what we just blowing smoke up his ass.
Right. And that was one of the main things of us focusing on the youth, man, because just simple shit, man. Like one of our youth got shot in the head by the police during the riots and shit. And he
Mm,
got brain damage. You know what I'm saying?
mm.
So I remember, you know what I'm saying, we finding out that his mom's and them put him out, like, because he different. You know what I'm saying? He act different now. He kind of, you know what I'm saying, from the brain damage and shit. So they got him out here just, fuck you. Just, you know what I'm saying, going about your business. And dog came to us like, man, I've been out here asleep, staying in this street, you know what I'm saying, same clothes on, man. I'm finna go rob somebody, man. I need some money. My friends calling me bums. Woo. And we like, what? You know what I'm saying? Like, here, take this cash, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, little simple shit like, man, motherfuckers will tell you what's wrong with them. And niggas walk past them like, shit, ain't me. Shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, and we wonder why niggas end up doing some weird ass crazy because they need attention. They need somebody to give a fuck about them. So they'll go do some crazy ass shit just to get that little fucked up attention that they'll get. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Like, I know motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? It's hard. It's always been a recession for us. You know what I'm saying? Black people always had it the worst. Everybody got their own issues on families, but at the same time, man, we didn't come from that. It take a village for no reason. You know what I'm saying? Like, I wouldn't want to see shit happen to your kids, just like I hope you wouldn't want to see shit happen to mine. So if somebody was doing some shit to my kids and I ain't around, I would expect for a motherfucker to take up for them like they was theirs. You know what I'm saying? Right is right, wrong is wrong. So at the same time, if I see your child out there hungry as a motherfucker, walking around with one fucking shoe on, I'm gonna like, you need some shoes? You know what I'm saying? Here, go take this money, go get some shoes, go get something to eat. Like, I'm gonna make sure they straight. Cause other than that, man, we gonna keep in this situation about why we doing this to each other, why we doing it. Like, we don't give a fuck about each other. So we act like we don't give a fuck about each other. You know what I mean? So
Yeah, I look at it because I be seeing like it's hard. It's hard out here to find a job out here,
right,
and the jobs that they get out here, they ain't paying on to sustain yourself.
right,
You know what I'm saying? So if you're used to being in the streets and that's all you know, you're gonna gravitate back to what you know
right,
because it's like a revolving door. It's like it's a trap.
right,
They say you go to the penitentiary, you get rehabilitated, you at the house, you in the correctional facility. But them words don't mean shit if I can't come out here and get a job to take care of me and my family. That shit don't mean nothing.
right. And that was my thing about the whole marches. You know what I'm saying? I felt like what we was doing was a temporary fix. We should have been going door to door, you know what I'm saying, get reaching the people, seeing what they needed and what we could help them with. Because, you know what I'm saying, it was all smooth when we was going through the hood, shaking hands and hugging people and saying we love you, and then we gone the next day because they issues still there. Motherfuckers still gotta pay their rent, motherfuckers still got evictions, motherfuckers still quest cut off, you know what I'm saying, all kind of shit. So they may be happy and they may be positive that day, but when the next day we gone and they issues still there, we ain't really did shit. You know what I'm saying? So that was my thing. Like, we got to get more in tune and in depth with our people about their issues and actually offer them something to help them out of that shit. You know what I'm saying?
Right. And I feel like we like a lot of these lectures and these debaters, that's something that they ain't talking about. Like
Right.
coming and putting some money together and buying a building or something, and what kind of skill you got, what kind of skill you got, what kind of skill you got, and we come together and we make something happen right there in that one building. That one building turn into two, three, four buildings.
Right.
That's
And
my
that's what we doing. We maximizing everything we can do out this one space. Whoever got something to offer, as long as it ain't no fuck shit, come on in. You know what I'm saying? We'll find somewhere for you to, you know what I'm saying, for you to get it in.
I say, and that's what we need. That's what we need, man. And see, you setting the example. You know what I'm saying? For real, that's an example that we all need to follow by. And I've been wanting to interview you for a minute about this since I got this little laptop and shit and got hip to this little Google Hang. I said, man, let me holler at my guy Vaun and see what he
Right,
got going on.
right, right,
So the world can know what's going on in Milwaukee.
right,
Because a lot of people thinking like it's just so fucked up and it's racist as a motherfucker, But we have our good moments and we have our fucked up moments like any other place.
right, 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 right. And shit, to be honest, you know what I'm saying? We the worst of the worst in a lot of shit, but we also ahead of a lot of motherfuckers in certain shit. You know what I mean? So, like I said, we just got to take that initiative and not wait for other motherfuckers, man, to get their shit together. Because apparently, if you've been doing this shit tens, dozens of years and decades and shit, and you still ain't, you know what I'm saying, producing no real results, we can't keep waiting on these same motherfuckers, man. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So at the end of the day, man, we gotta take the initiative, man. We gotta do what needs to be done. Whether it because the patrol started off by themselves. I started doing that shit by myself 2 years ago, and did it by myself pretty much damn near till about 8 months ago. You know what I'm saying? And it's now taking off. You know what I mean? So we just gotta stick with it, man. And a lot of motherfuckers get discouraged and they leave this kind of work because all the bullshit that come with it, all the hating, all the sabotage, all the fuckery that come with being a leader and having to deal with other leaders. And like a lot of motherfuckers just walk away from this shit like fuck it. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of people that's talking about leaving Milwaukee to go other places because it's easier. You know what I'm saying? But shit, if we can do it here, we can do it anywhere. You know what I'm saying? So and that's my train of thought. This is the place where it's most needed. So you know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna take no easy way out.
I already know you ain't finna leave the city. You know what I'm saying? This where you born and raised at. And how long you been revolutionary, brother? How long you been in the field?
Man, since like 2012, you know what I'm saying? And I really don't even count that because when I first started out, you know what I'm saying, my heart was saying Malcolm X, but I started out with the protest shit. You know what I'm saying? And I did that shit for about a year or two, and that shit didn't fit me because I wanted to go above what the fuck they was on. They was still screaming at peace, hands up, don't shoot shit, and I'm like, man, they beating our ass. I ain't with this shit. You know what I mean? So
Right.
I say like on the level I'm on now, probably since like 2014. You know what I mean? So
Yeah, I see the growth in you from the time we had met. I ain't seen the growth in you. You know?
yeah, it's all about the people that's around you. You know what I'm saying? Somebody always told me if you hang around broke motherfuckers, you know what I'm saying, you more than likely gonna stay broke. You know what I'm saying? If you hang around a bunch of motherfuckers who revolutionary, you gonna do some revolutionary shit. But if you a giant and you hanging around midgets, you know what I'm saying? Either you gonna have to walk away from their ass or you might start shrinking. You know what I'm saying? So this could have been years ago, but shit, I was surrounded by motherfuckers who wasn't on that shit. So it kept me from moving forward how you know what I'm saying, how a motherfucker could. So progressing and meeting motherfuckers, you know what I'm saying, the black power motherfuckers, RBG, you know what I'm saying, them kind of people who was more on the shit that I was on, that's what helped me like not have to hold back the shit, you know what I'm saying, that I really wanted to be on. You know what I'm saying?
Right. So I seen you down there in Fort Worth, Texas. So how was that event down there when you went down there to build with other RBGs across the country?
That was dope, man. It went fast, you know what I'm saying? It went real fast, you know what I'm saying? But I got to perform and shit like that. Got to meet a bunch of dope people that I knew. Some of them I knew prior, you know what I'm saying? Some of them I just met, didn't really know like that. But it was just dope to see a bunch of people, you know what I mean, that was down there, you know what I'm saying, the fellowship and build. You know what I mean? Um, Ty here, you know what I'm saying, set it off. The one brother, man, that does the I think brother DJ, the guy that does the holistic health shit, man, like he was down there. Um, it kind of fucked me up because on our way back, um, I think something was going on in Dallas. Like, soon as I was leaving, somebody inboxed me something from Dallas. Like, the KKK is surrounding the NAACP and they got guns and shit. We on the road leaving. I'm like, man, let's
Right.
go to Dallas, bro. You
No,
know what I mean?
I think no, that would happen in Houston. That
Yeah,
was
Houston. Yeah,
that
Houston.
was in
Houston.
Houston.
My bad.
Yeah, that was in
Yeah.
Houston.
So, yeah, man, I was pissed. I wanted to go to that shit. I'm like, damn, this is the type of shit I be trying to be a part of. You know what
Right.
I mean? But I end up missing that.
I'll be so tired, be worried about you sometimes because you be out there, you know what I'm saying? You know, the police don't like you. And I'll be like, man, I hope brother don't be all right. Because, you know, you remember Tinsley?
Yeah, man,
He
fuck dude.
yeah, he had a real issue with you. And I
Fuck
used to
these
always,
police, man.
and I used to tell my guys, man, I hope bro be all right, because dude act like he want to hurt Vaun. If he catch Vaun out here one night, he might try to shoot Vaun.
Hey, listen, the ancestors got me. These motherfuckers, like you said in that video, that all that shit was talking about, his heart don't pump no Kool-Aid and all that nigga. That shit means nothing to me, motherfucker. I will put my hands on your ass and you will be on World Star, nigga. Like I'm the right one. The ancestors got me. You know what I mean? So I don't be worried about that shit, man.
Yeah, you got to be safe out there, bro. Make sure you keep your circle tight, man. I see you.
Right.
I see you got Sister Vita out there working.
You know, she about to work, man. She gonna find some a way to get it in one way or another. You know what I'm saying? No matter who it's with, she gonna find her a place. You
Well,
know what I mean?
it's good to have somebody that got resources and stuff like that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because I've been thinking for a minute that I wanted to do something for the city of Milwaukee too. You know, so as far as our conscious rappers, because I know you rap too.
Yeah.
And you know what I'm saying? I wanted to see if we come together one day or something and try to throw some little fundraisers. So, like on the summer, when the summer comes, we're gonna invite some of our comrades down, and we can throw a nice little show for the youth and some of the adults, and show them what real hip hop is about. You know,
Do that.
none of all that fucking lollipop shit or my best friend bullshit.
Right.
You know, we need some real music that that can spark the brain.
Right.
You know, cause I remember when the Rodney Kings and shit happened. You know what I'm saying? And Public Enemy was still around.
Right.
So when people listen to that fight the power and all that, people responded.
Yeah.
So you see it now. People have as responded. Some people don't even pay attention. Some people don't. You got a lot of people out here thinking that we still free, and we ain't free.
Right. 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 But you know what it is, man. That's the norm. You know what I mean? There's gonna be some lost motherfuckers out here. And like I said, like, we catching the ones that's trying to, what I'm saying? If a motherfucker trying to change, you ain't gotta do shit but say some shit that they've been waiting to hear or that they, you know what I'm saying, they catch them. And usually the motherfuckers who you gotta, you know what I'm saying, hold their hand and drag them and, you know what I'm saying, drag them over here. You gonna listen to this shit, like them kind of motherfuckers, we always gonna have them. So I just don't even focus on the ones that don't get it right away. Cause at the end of it, it's like the protesting shit, like, or any of this shit. It's a lot of niggas who say shit on my posts, you know what I'm saying, coon ass shit, and all cops are like, you know what I'm saying, all this bullshit they get on there saying, and then they nephew or they son or something happened to them, then they want to come right back like, can you help me? You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of niggas who got to learn the hard way. You know what I'm saying? So you got to let some niggas learn the hard way. Unfortunately, you know what I mean? So that's just how shit work.
You remember that incident that we had at the gas station with them dudes? Was what the dude got back and we told them don't go in the gas station. Then they called their little buddies and shit. They had
Oh
little
yeah,
guns and shit in the car and everything.
yeah, yeah,
Now
yeah.
I heard that one of the dudes was related to the Sylvester dude, the, the one who
Now
got killed,
that,
the little young brother got killed.
yeah, that I don't know.
Oh, okay, it was just a rumor, and I was talking to one of my friends. And I was telling him, I was like, now, somebody told me that the dude that got killed was one of the guys that was up there was going against us about the protest about the gas station.
No, Seville ain't never do that. I'd have remembered that. I've seen his face, so
Uh-huh. Yeah, cause I sure thought that was that cat that did was related to that young brother. And I was like, man, if that's that older cat that was in the car was talking all that mess, and he
yeah,
the main one coming looking for some help for people to protest and burn this motherfucker down. But that's how that
right.
be though.
Mm-hmm.
They ain't around. They ain't around when something happens to somebody else. But soon as something happen to their people, they want everybody to be at attention.
Right. That's you know what, and that's the same shit of niggas who disrespect, you know what I'm saying, women, and then when somebody do some shit to their mama or their sister, then they want to holler foul. They want to get mad about the shit. You know what I'm saying? It's that same shit, man. Niggas got a self problem. You know what I'm saying? They give a fuck about what they give a fuck about. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Hmm. So, what what's on your mind? Give me something. Tell me something. How you feeling today?
Oh man, shit, it's all good. You know what I mean? Like, you know how I used to be. But like I said, man, I just learned to keep shit moving, man. You can't keep a lot of niggas want to be argued with. You know what I'm saying? A lot of niggas want you to charge them up. A lot of niggas want, you know what I'm saying, want you to make them famous and all this shit, man. So I just I see the bullshit for what it is, and I know how to deal with motherfuckers. I kill them, you know what I'm saying? I got plenty of ways to kill a motherfucker, and the worst way is for me to ignore your ass, or for me to say what I gotta say and let my people deal with it. You know what I'm saying? Um, but for the most part, like I said, we just dealing with this movement right now and trying to get this money, um, so we can be able to put people on. You know what I mean? Like anytime I ever did something, it wasn't just to do something for me. I always think about putting the mass of people on. You know what I'm saying? Everybody around me that's on some real shit. I want everybody to be straight. I don't never just think of let me get some shit for me. You know what I'm saying? When I touch some money, we go to that park shit. I barely even end up with no money to myself because I always get that shit away or help a motherfucker do what they got to do. And then I end up, you know what I'm saying, broke or behind on some shit I need to be doing. You know what I mean? I
Right.
could have had my nonprofit. I could have had all kind of shit straight. You know what I mean? But looking out for a lot of motherfuckers. And I really don't give a fuck like that. You know what I mean? Um, but for the most part, you know what I mean? Like a lot of people think I'm calming down. I'm really not. I'm just, making smarter and more strategic moves. You know what I'm saying? Um, I always told people, you know what I'm saying, I ain't gonna have to stand on flags for forever. You know what I'm saying? That shit, I'm always gonna be known for that shit. I'm still gonna fucking do it. It's just that now I don't have to do that shit every event. You know what I'm saying? Like I ain't gotta drive that shit home. Motherfucker have been on Fox News, all the major stations, Alex Jones, all kind of shit a motherfucker done been on. You know what I'm saying? So that shit is permanent. That shit that's out there. So we just keeping it moving, man. Trying to get some justice for these families and trying to get our communities in position, man, for some real shit.
Mm. And it's gonna take a collective for us to do that.
Right.
I never knew one man can do everything. You can spark the brains, you can start the fire. You know what I'm saying? You can be the spark to start the fire, but it take a village to blaze that motherfucker up.
Right. Right.
Hmm.
And it can be done. You get a lot of motherfuckers who say, well, I can't do shit. I ain't got shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, niggas got to get off that. It take money to do everything. You know what I'm saying? Most of the shit I done fucking did, it's been with no funding and no money. Nobody's backing us, supporting us, funding us, none of that shit. It's been off the bare minimum. So if a motherfucker could do all these programs and do all this shit just from using the 6 degrees of separation, which is I know you know somebody, I'm connected with how many thousands of motherfuckers, and each one of them know 6 people who know 6 people who, you know what I'm saying? So you use that chain to funnel through who the real motherfuckers is, and you grasp them real motherfuckers out of everybody's circle, and then you bring them all together, whether they be local or whether they be across this motherfucking globe. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, man, that's a motherfucker got to do that.
I concur with that, bro. I concur with that. Ain't nothing ever been done by yourself. It always had to be a collective.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? I already know the dramas that Marcus was going through amongst his people, a lot of jealousy and stuff like that. And you're gonna deal with that. You're gonna have that jealousy and envy, especially if you're doing something that the next person ain't got the heart to go do. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It takes a lot to get up every day to go deal with other people's kids. These kids nowadays, they ain't got no respect or nothing. They disrespectful. They cuss you out, all types of things. So you already know.
Yeah, but you know what it is? That's because they learning that shit from somewhere. You know what I'm saying? Or it's nobody taking the time out to show them nothing different. You know what I'm saying? Like we was kids at one point. Like it's plenty of motherfuckers I disrespected as a child, but it was certain motherfuckers who I wouldn't dare do that shit around. You know what I'm saying? Like motherfuckers got some type of home training or something they learned from their parents. You know what I'm saying? Or some motherfucker who told them, listen, you better not ever do X, Y, or Z. You know what I'm saying? So like I said, that park is just a place they could go where they had no supervision. They could just do whatever the fuck they want to do. You know what I'm saying? So you got to bring structure to everything. That's a community or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like when I'm on my block, when I'm on at my house, you can't just come on. Like I don't care who you is. You can live down the street from me. You're not finna beat on your woman, fam. You're not finna fight out here. Like I'm gonna come out and I'm gonna have something to say about the shit. You know what I'm saying? Because if not, that could be a murder scene. You know what I'm saying? Right on my block, where I just let these two motherfuckers argue and fight all up and down the street. Now somebody dead. But now, if that shit happened on my block like that, my personal block that I live on, do you think people would be able to take me fucking serious as a leader? You know what I'm saying? You gotta, if you one way out there in them cameras, you gotta be that way everywhere in your fucking life. You know what I'm saying? So that's what that shit about, man. We are people, not just the youth. It's grown motherfuckers. Like we had to talk grown people out of shooting kids. You know what I'm saying? Plenty of times, a lot of people blame all that shit on them teenagers and them kids. And what they wasn't seeing was them was parents, uncles and cousins and all kind of grown motherfuckers coming up there doing that shit. You know what I'm saying? Kids get into it, and then here come their parents or their uncles and shit with pistols. And we gotta literally sit here and tell these niggas like, fam, you grown as a bitch. You finna shoot a 15-year-old? Put that shit up, man. Oh, you right, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, if we went there, what would have happened? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So that's the kind of shit, man. It's just accountability on all levels. It's nobody around to tell motherfuckers don't do that. Usually when you see a motherfucker get jumped on or something, it's everybody around there like, beat his ass, beat his ass. Then when the motherfucker shot, everybody sad and wonder why and shit. You know what I'm saying? Don't nobody want to take no accountability for it once it get past a certain point.
Right.
So we just got to be proactive in that shit, man, and let people know. Just be that motherfucker who be like, y'all ain't finna do that shit. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Yeah, we do need accountability and structure within this Black Power community. And
Right.
set some plans, some goals. Because it's going to be 2017. We're going to have a new president. What we gonna do? That's the big question. What the fuck we gonna do?
Right.
And ain't nobody got the answers. But they got a debate or election for you though. Talking about some Kemet, some thousands of years ago, or some goddamn spaceships that ain't even. I ain't never seen a spaceship that came down and beamed me up, or none of that. Oh, what the fuck going on?
Right.
And who are these people that's ushering in as leaders?
Right.
Because you got these cats out here, man, and turned this Black Power movement into a fucking WWF uh WrestleMania type shit. Just look on the internet, just look down their timeline, look at their videos,
Right.
and you'll see what they talking about. Steve don't supposed to have a show tonight talking to Ashwa Quays. So he can put his perspective on what's going on because he's an elder, but it shouldn't took that long for an elder to speak up though.
Yeah, I mean it's all kind of shit going on. Like what I noticed is, um, that we it seemed like the fight is escalating, but now they done found a way to get us to go back to arguing with each other. Like you got the men versus women thing now again, and it's like worse than ever. Like it was one chick, you know what I'm saying? I had a lot of respect for her, man. I did some shit nationally with her, and she, got to talking this, fuck black men and black men. I wouldn't dare have a black son. Black boys are enemies to women. Are women like? Oh, I'm like, what the fuck is you talking about? You know what I'm
I
saying?
think I
Like,
seen you share that post.
yeah, like, no, fam, you're not finna be doing that. Like all this man bashing, you know what I'm saying? Woman bashing, like all this shit. The black woman is God, the black man is God. Uh Black men are dangerous to black women. Black like get the fuck out of here with that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like we we every time we get some steps ahead, some kind of way a motherfucker find on a mass level to get people back to bickering with each other over stupid ass shit. You know what I'm saying? Putting us back at square root one and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like I got an issue with that shit. You know what I'm saying? And I do get it in some aspect where, you know what I'm saying, and it's by propaganda, it's by agenda. You know what I'm saying? Where we do pay the men who get killed, you know what I'm saying, way more attention. But it's not just us, that's the media and everything. Like when stuff happened to women, aside from Sandra Bland and in the cases that we know of, it's a lot of them that we don't know of. So it's not that we don't support the women that's dying or that we don't hold them to just as high standard as the men that's getting killed, is that we always seeing men getting killed. You know what I'm saying? So I'm one of the brothers who advocate, you know what I'm saying, for men to stand up, period. But especially when something happens to our women, you know what I'm saying? I do agree that it's a lot of us that are very silent and neglectful of our women and the shit they go through. You know what I'm saying? But to the point where you gotta bash the men, that's like my kid's mother had an auntie who cussed me out 24/7, and then would ask me to go to the store for her. Like I'm not doing shit for you, motherfucker. You just called me all kind of bitch ass niggas and
Right.
fuck you, motherfucker. Like that's not going to help somebody want to help you. You know what I'm saying? So that shit is bothering the fuck out of me, and I'm seeing it so much now to where, you know what I'm saying, like I'm had to unfriend people, like, and I ain't the type of motherfucker who get offended like that to the point where I gotta, but she got to coming at me like, yeah, you just, yeah, like, don't nobody want you, like, fuck, like, all kind of crazy ass shit. You just got to coming at me, like, I'm
Right.
like, what the fuck, fam? So I don't know, you know what I'm saying? Um, and that's a lot of that shit is feminism. A lot of that shit is that independent shit still lingering. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of that shit is the gay agenda. You know what I'm saying? Because this queen in particular was a gay woman. You know what I'm saying? So I totally understood what the fuck it was really about. You know what I'm saying? She had a hate for men anyway. You know what I'm saying? Um, but it's seeping over into some of our queens that I wouldn't have never thought they would talk like that. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. That's becoming a huge ass issue, man.
And that's crazy that the queens don't see what's going on, that the games that they using, the tactics that they using to keep us, divided.
Yeah.
That's crazy. You know what I'm saying? We witnessed this with the after the civil rights movement when they came with the feminist movement
Right.
after the death of the Panthers and all them. Everybody, the females wanted to gang up with the white girls, and we want more pay than the men, so we want equal pay as the men and stuff like that. And I can respect that, but don't forget who you with. Don't forget who you are, because at the end of the day, it's evident that these folks never loved us, and that's crazy how niggas will get on Facebook and argue you up and down about a brother getting killed, talking about he should have did this and he should have did that.
Right.
Right, and you ain't doing shit but staying in the house,
Right.
riding over your butt out, smoking blunts, and then go back home.
Right.
Niggas are scared, man. But they'll kill you in a minute.
Yeah, Willie Lynch. That's Willie Lynch. The same shit we did and went through with slaves. That shit is trickled through our DNA, and niggas still scared of the white man. You know what I'm saying? They still equate the white man as God. So rising up against the white man subconsciously to them is rising up against God. That white Jesus, that white God shit. You know what I'm saying? That's copy and paste from back then. It's the same shit. You know what I'm saying? Where like I just saw uh 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 Birth of a Nation and shit, and it's the same shit as Django, you know what I'm saying? Or any of these slave movies where you get the coon house nigga, you gonna fuck it up for everybody. They gonna kill us all, you know what I'm saying? Like them niggas, you know what I'm saying? So it's the same shit, man. We gotta not only bang on the beast, man, we gotta bang on this coonism and this fear
Feminist.
that we yeah, this fear we pass down, you know what I'm saying, from generation to generation. Because, like I tell queens, you got to be honest. If y'all gonna blame this shit on men, then we can turn it right back on y'all and saying that y'all raising bitch ass men. You know what I'm saying? Because this shit that came from slavery, where you had the woman who would take her son and make him feminine or make him soft, so the master wouldn't go after him. You know what I'm saying? Wouldn't go after the strong men. They make them weak and docile and cowards. So to make them appear less of a threat to master. You know what I'm saying? And we still got women to this day who doing that. So you can't raise a bitch ass coward ass man and then get mad because these are bitch ass coward ass men. You know what I'm saying? That's not a black man problem. That's an individual problem. You know what I'm saying? That's we got to be real about a lot of shit. You know what I'm saying? But
I can dig it. So, all right. So what was you just got to saying that you went to see the birth of the nation? What was your
yeah,
outlook on that movie? How was that movie to you? What did it mean to you?
of course it was watered down, which is why I wanted to see it. You know what I'm saying? Because most of the movie was build up leading to why he went on that rampage or whatever. Um, I think certain parts of it was fictional, like certain parts they added to the story to try to build up why he felt like he had to kill the white people and shit. But then, like, the movie is like 2 hours long. So you only really get to see the uprising for probably like the last 20, 30 minutes. You know what I'm saying? Which is bullshit. And of all the people that, you know what I'm saying, for people who ain't saying I mean, but fuck it. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of people who saying they don't want to see the shit. So um you only really get to see them killing white people for like the last 20, 30 minutes, if even that. You know what I'm saying? And of all the like 80 people or 60 or 80 people they killed, you really only see probably 5 get killed. You know what I'm saying? So of course they watered the fuck out of that shit. But the part that I did like was how they subliminally took shots at Christianity. You know what I'm saying? Because of you know what I'm saying? They were saying he was a Christian and God told him to do it and shit. So it was a point in the movie where him and a white preacher was going back and forth about how good slaves should be good to their masters and love them and respect them even if they get their ass beaten, all this shit. And he was going back and forth with another verse contradicting, you know what I'm saying, the bullshit of be a soft ass nigga and God gonna take care of it. You know what I'm saying? So that's the part that I paid a lot of attention to because even in Christianity, like some of our people gonna stay with that white Jesus shit. But at the end of the day, if you're going to do that, you need to understand that the propaganda they pushing on you of be soft, be docile, let Jesus handle it. You know what I'm saying, and pray and all this bullshit. It has a counter to that they're not telling you, which is nigga, God sent plenty of motherfuckers to wipe out nations. Like if they fucking with my people, go kill all of them. You know what I'm saying? Like that's also in that book. So why are y'all like not paying any attention to that shit? You know what I'm saying? But that part to me was something that I hope people catch if they go see it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, they said the movie was a flop.
Yeah, that's because you know you got white women out there who talking about they was raped and they boycotting and protesting and shit. And you got all black women who saying he's a rapist. I'm not supporting him. He's married to a white. All listen, the dude who playing what's this new black superhero that everybody talking about? Dude married to a white lady. You know what I'm saying? Listen, man.
Mhm.
For me, Nat Turner was not about Nate Parker. You know what I'm saying? Or whatever dude name is. It's about fucking Nat Turner. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's like me saying I won't go see Malcolm or some shit. You know what I'm saying? Malcolm X or some shit. Like them them motherfuckers, cause I don't know if you heard, they making a movie about Marcus Garvey too. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if that's gonna be
Yeah,
mainstream. I think it's an indie film. You know what I'm saying? But I want to see that shit. You know what I'm saying? I want to see plenty of movies where it's uprisings and revolts and all that shit. Like I want to see crackers getting that ass killed. You know what I'm saying? I want to see that shit. Yes, I do. It don't. Of course, it pissed me off. You know what I'm saying? Certain parts of the shit it gets you mad, but that's not the point. The point is we need to see uprisings. We need to see the ones who fought back. We need to see all that kind of shit. You know what I'm saying? So
I think we need to see that, and we also need to hear that through the music. You know, what I'm saying within this conscious community,
right,
we need to hear that because once you start hearing that revolution, you gonna catch on real quick what's going on.
right,
You know, what I'm saying a lot of our people don't like to read, but we'll listen to a whole bunch of shit.
right,
A nigga put on a Dr. Ben video right now and listen to it for about an hour.
right,
Hmm.
right. I fucked with it though. It was a decent movie.
I'm glad you enjoyed it because I've seen a few people on there talking about they didn't respect the movie and stuff like that.
Yeah, but it's I bet you they don't stop listening to Ti and all these other goofball ass rappers and shit. They don't. It's a lot of shit they don't stop doing. You know what I'm saying? Like our people just fucked up. You know what I'm saying? That's like motherfucker gonna tell me they don't support Mayfair, so they not going. Like people, listen. I always say if motherfuckers find the smallest fucking reasons to not support something, they didn't want to fucking do it in the first place. Cause nigga, don't tell me you're not gonna go see the movie because you don't like Mayfair. Because any other fucking mall you go to, they just as fucking racist as Mayfair, and they don't want niggas there just like Mayfair. You know what I'm saying? It's not too many malls or theaters you can go to in any area that don't discriminate or fuck with black people. You know what I'm saying? And we know this. So why are you telling me the reason you not gonna go see the movie is because it's at Mayfair? You know what I'm saying? Like what better protests or stands will we have to show up 50, 60, 80 deep with motherfuckers in red, black, and green? Like, we know you don't like niggas out here. We finna come in this bitch and I wish you would tell us to leave. You know what I'm saying? Like, stand on their ass. You know what I'm saying? Go deep as a motherfucker and scare the fuck out their ass. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's the kind of that's my vision for doing it. You know what I'm saying? Jay
Right,
Anderson did get killed in Tulsa. So what better mall to go to than fucking Mayfair? You know what I'm saying? So
right. So, what are your thing? How do you feel when you be seeing all these brothers and sisters getting killed on Facebook
you talking about the police?
by the police? Yes.
It's the same shit. You know, and it's sad that you can't even take time to find out like or really let one name sink in before another three or four niggas is dead. You know what I'm saying? Like it's to the point where literally you cannot, it's like it's too many. It's too many. You know what I'm saying? And it's sad to say that people are becoming desensitized damn near. It's gonna be at a point where we're gonna be desensitized to police shooting us the same way we are kind of when we do it. You know what I'm saying? And that's sad. You know what I mean? Um, that's why we can't let up on these fights. You know what I'm saying? We can't, and that part of us not getting justice is a lot of our fault. You know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers will get out there and wave a sign and yell and shit for one day and then go back to their everyday fucking life. And then half motherfuckers won't even do that. You know what I'm saying? So,
Right,
you know,
right, right.
it's a
People walk
reason. It's a reason why Dontre Hamilton shit took 2 years and Seville Smith shit took 2 months. You know what I'm saying? His investigation and everything was done in 2 months. When the last time you seen Wisconsin do a police shooting investigation and come back with everything in 2 months?
man. Sure,
You know what I mean?
when they looking for us on the street, they get that within 48 hours.
Right,
Shit.
right. Nigga be sentenced and everything the next day and shit. Like, damn, it's my first court date.
Right, right. Nigga already in court. Nigga got locked up Friday. Nigga already in court Monday.
Right,
They setting trial. They setting the trial up for next month.
right.
Like shit, man. It's crazy though how the system roll though. Hmm. But I enjoyed this little conversation. I know you kind of busy. You probably got some things that you need to be doing.
Yeah, man. We got to get ready for this. I don't know. A lot of people don't know I do battle rap, so we got an event tonight at 7, and then soon I'll be having one that's dropping. So niggas will get to see me do some conscious bars versus my opponent and shit. You know what I'm saying? Dropping that knowledge in this rap shit. You know what I mean? So that should be coming out soon.
Oh, so you got a battle tonight?
No, I don't have a battle tonight. My league has a battle tonight at 7. So we just gonna go watch that, see that being filmed and shit. And and then I'll we'll check on and see when this battle drop, my battle dropping.
Yeah. Well, okay. So it's gonna be here in Milwaukee, right?
Yeah, the one here tonight is in Milwaukee.
And where is that gonna be located at?
I don't know. It's like a secret location because it's a special battle for the league owner birthday. So it's
Uh-huh.
like an invite only secret location type deal.
Okay. That's cool. Yeah, I ain't know you was a battle rapper.
Yeah, my I had one last year. Then I had one like a year. Wait, yeah, I had one last year, and then I had one the year before that. You know what I mean? So this one was my most recent one. Um, it was a event we did in Chicago a couple months ago. I think in April or May. You know what I mean? So the footage just now getting ready to drop.
Okay. Did you win the battle?
Hey man, you know what I'm saying? And it's the thing of consciousness and battle rap. A lot of niggas don't like hearing knowledge in battle rap. You know what I'm saying? You get niggas, it's like the music industry. You get niggas up there talking about I kill you, I smoke your mama, we riding dubs, you know what I'm saying? And then when the nigga get up there and kick that knowledge, they don't want to hear that shit. You know what I'm saying? So that's my thing. I'm trying to implement consciousness in battle rap. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to my nigga B Dot.
Yeah,
Um,
be going hard.
B Dot, you know what I'm saying? That's my man's. Lux, like people like that.
Yeah, them
Um,
boys, I'm serious.
hey man. So we trying to I'm gonna see how people react to it. You know what I'm saying? Cause in the building, you know what I'm saying, I got some love, but dude was from Chicago. We went to Chicago, so of course the crowd was biased. You know what I mean? So I let the internet and I'm gonna let the people, you know what I'm saying, see how they fuck with the material and shit.
Right. Yeah. That I love to see that type of shit, man. Leave it right there in the middle of the floor, man. Y'all go ahead and go at it with your best bars. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, we got to bring this consciousness back to the music, man. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
We got to enlighten our people the best we can enlighten our people because, like I said, a lot of people don't like to read and stuff like that. So if we got to do it with music, they got to learn through music. If they got to learn through videos, so be it. You know what I'm saying? As long as the message is being out there, as long as the message is loud and clear, that's the only thing I can respect.
Right.
Hmm. Well, anyway, brother, I appreciate your time. Peace and love. We're gonna chop it. We need to chop it up.
For sure, for sure.
All right, brother. Peace.
Peace, peace.